Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Swis and John
And watch
show.
show.
What do you mean?
The Swiss and Watch show.
The Swis and What show. I am Swis, and I am here with my friend Jonathan. How are you, Jonathan?
I'm doing very good. How are you, Swiss?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Overworked, underpaid?
No, I'm paid okay. I'm just overworked.
Okay. No, you remember the Swiss and Watches show comment from last week.
Yes. So tell me, Jonathan. Um, I have been announced that you might have your dial for your World Time Anderson watch now has been printed and
Yes.
is ready.
Yes.
Shall we show this to the viewers?
Please, yes. I can't wait.
Let's go. Ooh, look at this. Okay, let's zoom in, not too much. Yeah, there we go. Like this.
Yeah, I apologize about the amateur pictures. Alex from Swende Anderson is to blame.
Yes.
But I think it gives you a very good idea what is going on, and if you're okay with it, I will give you a little bit of an update or tell you what is different to the last dial that has been cracked.
First of all, it has a tiny penis in the middle.
You know, Mrs. Higgins will not forgive you that comment. I'm just waiting for a comment from her. Yes, so it has a little in the middle, but you can see that first of all it's not cracked like the other one.
Right.
Then
that is an improvement.
Absolutely. I'm still waiting for a picture of the cracked dial because Alex told me that during that Geneva Watch Week or what it was, he had somebody who really liked how the dial looked, and he was interested in doing something similar.
So he wanted to crack the dial in purpose.
No. He was intrigued by my choice of the map.
Okay.
The map cutout.
Yep.
So, and if you scroll down or if you check the live picture, this picture actually shows two dials, and the one on the top is mine. And Alex at Sven Anderson did another one, which is slightly different.
Yeah.
So this is my dial. You can easily identify it because there have been added two lakes. Did you see that on the Russian continent? No, yeah, the two lakes are missing here. So that is the one on the left is the Caspian Sea. No, the left.
Oh, this one,
yes,
yeah,
that is Caspian Sea, and that is Lake Baikal, exactly. And I think that was a very neat idea to make it even more detailed and to break up that big piece of landmass even more. Then you see those gold dots, which highlight my favorite places in the world. First of all, Hamburg. This is where I'm living since many years. The second one is Hong Kong, which is a little bit disappointing. I hope that it's visible through that big eye that our hand shows. I hope that it's not totally covered. And then the last dot is where Bora Bora is. And compared to the other one, they also added a little bit of green landmass around. So it emphasizes that there is an island there, which is beautiful in my opinion.
Yes.
And they added also the markers 3, 6, 9, and 12. And the BCHH logo. Benjamin Chi asked me if I want the logo or not, and I told him, of course, I want the logo because I'm proud to be able to purchase this amazing watch. So why should I hide the guy who who created it in his brain.
So you know how the vintage Rolex Daytonas have the APH dial?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, yours is just the H dial. It's slightly more separated than the other ones.
Yes, I've noticed that, and
It's a
um,
H dial.
yes. So yeah, but I can live with it, and it just shows that this is not a mass-produced dial,
Yep.
and I'm not sure if it's really like that. I give credit to Alex to shoot the crappiest pictures on the internet, I must say. So probably it is not that spaced out just like it looks. But
Yep.
if it is, I don't mind, and I don't really care.
This being said, and I think I feel like I always repeat myself, but when someone asked Max Bussa from MBNF, what's the hardest thing when you produce a watch? What's the hardest thing to do? And
Mm.
Max Bussa said, well, actually, the hardest thing is to take good pictures of it.
Mm.
So, you know, in real life,
Yep.
maybe it's going to be absolutely stunning. I'm sure it's going to be just as it was before.
Yeah.
What do you think of that color? Because on the previous one, you were very specific on the color for the continents.
Well, of course, I asked because it looks green again, a little bit greenish. But you see from that big blue background, the white balance is not really perfect on that picture. Uh,
Absolutely.
so Alex reassured me that it is not green, that it's just bluish gray or bluish, just like the other one was. Um, I have someone who lives in Geneva, and he's always welcome to check in person. I mean, you, Swiss.
Mm,
If you have the time, I
I
know that.
feel like I am your valet in Geneva,
Come on, Swiss.
your squire.
No. This is a total. This is a total manufacturization of a drama. I know. I know how much you enjoy passing by Sven Anderson. Have a chat with Alex and see some
Oh,
of the
yeah,
cool
they
stuff.
always
Admit.
offer me beer, so I'm okay
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, okay. So it's not that hard. Come on, don't say that you're just a non-paid uh, aid of mine. Actually, I had some conversations about you with Alex.
Oh.
Should I tell you what he and I exchanged?
Oh, okay. So there we
So
go. Live on air. Let's
yeah,
go.
so I'm gonna dox, dox the entire not the entire. So I've asked Alex if he has seen you during that Geneva Watch Week. So I asked him, "Have you seen Swiss yesterday in Geneva?" And he said it was great with his friends. So you passed by with your friends
Yes.
at his booth.
Yes.
And so he said it was great with his friends. I hope to welcome you soon in the atelier too. He meant me.
Yes.
So I said I shouldn't read that live on air because you may develop an ego. So I said very good. I'm blessed to have him as my friend. I have no idea why that so then I
True.
replied to him
True.
saying, "I hope to welcome you soon in the atelier soon." I wrote him back, "It will be my honor, Alex." And then he's talking about you, and now you're developing an ego. So he wrote, he's so much understanding what we do, what we care about, and what we love. He was talking about you.
Yeah, it's true. I do. I am. I am fascinating. He when I visited, he basically took a huge binder. It was the entire catalog
Mm.
of you know some of the most interesting pieces,
Mm.
and not Alex, Anderson himself. You know
Really?
the
Sven?
watchmaker.
Okay.
Yeah, he went through all the catalogs and showed us everything and explained, the whole story behind those timepieces. That was brilliant, really
I think
brilliant.
I think you're making this story up. Actually, they're just feeling bad for you because
And
because
I was with my friends, and it was
yeah,
it was really amazing because I was slightly nervous because the Atelier Vanders,
yeah.
and we were finishing the Geneva Watch Week with them, and it turned out amazing. And it's really funny because I have a friend of mine who just sold his Panerai, and she's let's say he is not a fan of the brand anymore. And Anderson was showing, from his debut to nowadays, the evolution of the movement. And he was
Yes.
saying, look, the the finishing is getting higher and higher in quality.
Mm.
And my
Yeah.
friend replied, "Oh, that's amazing! It's exactly the opposite of Panerai."
Okay, but let me continue because the punchline in the conversation has not been read.
Oh, okay, let's
So
go.
so I told Alex, it will be my honor, Alex, and he said you're so much understanding, and my reply was then, haha, you mean he's not giving you such a hard time just like I do. Because I'm always super concerned that something goes wrong, and I try to make it clear. And of course, I'm chasing him. Alex, we have a show. Do you have updated pictures? And he said, yeah. I'm going to get them tomorrow, and I'm going to La Chaux-de-Fonds and so on. So I'm always giving him a hard time, and he always is cool and very friendly.
Absolutely.
So I wrote, you mean he's not giving you such a hard time just like I do? And his reply was hilarious. He said he will not be our Anderson Genève ambassador. So no. And my reply was, and he was working so hard to become your ambassador. Dreams shattered. That was my reply on that. Yes, so that is going on behind the line, behind your back. So I'm stabbing you whenever it would be ironic if you become the ambassador of Sven Andersen and I'm paying so much money for it for the watch. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should just go over there and ask for a watch
Yes.
because I'm such an influence on society.
But maybe you know Alex a little bit, and he hates discussing about prices.
Oh yeah.
So he's very proud. Actually, he gave me a compliment, and of course I was trying to get a better price from him. So he told me that his main goal, and he's very sincere about it. He said, "I'm not interested in selling watches to dealers where the watches are laying around and are not appreciated. I want to create watches that are worn by their owners." And he told
Yeah.
me, Mark Higgins, I know that that you're gonna wear it, so I want you to have this watch and to be happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So there we go. I have just something to say. Danger, Will Robinson, Lovely Dial, Greta Thunberg, however, disapproves it. Doesn't take into account of global warming. I would say yes, it does. Look, all the islands have disappeared.
Yes, and
There is
maybe we
there
can
is
just
no
flood
there
the
is no
continents.
Arctic.
Yeah.
Everything has been turned into water.
Mm.
Global ocean level went up 10 meters, and most of Pacific Island just disappeared, of Micronesia and everything.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. It's a futuristic dial.
I agree.
Yeah, there we go. Okay,
So
shall we go to the next
yeah,
topic?
I've just seen a comment that I wanted to highlight. You remember the discussion that we had last week about Patek Philippe versus Jaeger LeCoultre Réserve de Marche KB Lake, and he's just writing after last weekend show. You've had me looking at Breguets all week, so give us an update. What is your favorite? And we will feature Breguet, I think, in the next chapter.
Yep, just after our little update on Jonathan's prop egg. So please tell us more about this, Jonathan.
So I've been telling about this previously, so I apologize if I bore you.
Yes. We should preface with the fact that Jonathan is a huge James Bond geek.
James Bond geek and collector, yes. And one of my favorite movies is Octopussy. And in Octopussy, Bond steals a Fabergé egg from Sotheby's, actually, from an auction, and replaces it with a replica. And the original prop egg has been made by Aspreys. Actually, they did two. And
wait, let me bring it up. Does Octopussy mean that there is 8 James Bond girls in the movie?
No, unfortunately not.
Unfortunately not.
It refers to an octopus. It doesn't have.
Oh. Yeah. Wait, isn't the bad guy Octopussy? Why can't I find a nice photo of it?
The villain is Kamal Khan, Prince Kamal Khan, portrait by Louis Jordan.
Is this?
Yeah, take that picture.
Yeah, but it's low resolution. It's disgusting.
Shit. Yeah, but all of them are.
Oh, there. Yeah.
No. That is a replica egg. That is not.
Good one. Wait.
Here. No, before.
That one?
Yes. That's really.
Oh yeah, that's the Christie's image. Okay, yes. There we go, guys. Boom.
Yes. So that is the prop egg. It looks easier than it is, because basically those Fabergé egg consist of 4 independent silver shells. So the material is sterling silver, and there are 2 inner shells that are then engine turned and enameled green.
Yeah.
And then you have that outer structure, which has been done from an entire shell. I have pictures to prove that. So they made a closed shell and then pierced out everything by hand. And the stones have been set. The stones are real sapphires. The white stones are cubic zirconia. And now the last step was to get those bones engraved, and now the outer shells came back from the engraver, and that is the picture that we showed you previously. So now the outer shell is back from the engraver, and it's ready to be gold plated now.
It is very nice. However, I have to say, I don't see any interior anglage.
But that is because the original didn't have it. So I'm trying to make it screen accurate. I'm not just flexing. I'm trying to.
If we want to talk about this, I think those center stones are a bit
dark,
miscolored.
dark compared to the other ones. But keep in mind, the one picture is from a controlled environment, which has been bright lit, and those are a little bit different.
Okay. Good explanation.
And there is a second egg that has a little bit darker stones as well, but that is a perfect lightning.
Second egg. Wow. So you have the egg, but will you invest in also having the chicken?
No.
Or is it the goose who lays the golden eggs?
Look, we've been working on this now for 8 years. This is the 3rd egg that we've been produced, and I'm very tired. I'm happy that a friend of mine is doing most of the legwork, because I lost my patience with the silversmiths. So he's dealing with them, and he's doing a very good job. Yes, I'm just happy that it does such a great progress. Yes. So Danger Will Robinson says no Oompa Loompas were harmed in the making of this Fabergé egg. I hope so. Yes.
Right, Oompa Loompas, but there chocolate in the egg?
No, there is a coronation coach in the egg.
Ooh,
which we are currently. You can see the a part of the coach on the picture where you can see the green shells. If you put up that picture. Yes. One. Here on the side there is a coach that we're working on. Yeah. Okay, but this is a watch channel. Now let's move back to watches.
Yeah, we are watching the egg. Oh, right. So let's go to the next subject, and we wanted to talk a bit about the new Breguet.
Yes.
So it is an update to the. Wait, let me pull out the other one.
So the initial model was called 3330. Maybe you start with that.
3330.
That was the reference that has been created by Daniel Roth.
So I shall bring this one. Yellow gold. Tack. There we go. Let's put that there. Up.
So that back in the 1980s, when Breguet was owned by a traditional French jewelry company called Chaumet, Daniel Roth was hired to create a watch line which was a little bit better than, or more sophisticated and more complicated than what Chaumet had. And one of the iconic designs was a pocket watch called the Chinoise. In that Hodinkee article, you can see that pocket watch. Can you pull that up? Probably.
All right, let me.
Yeah, sorry, giving you a hard time.
Chinoise pocket.
No, in that article, the monochrome article that I gave you about the updated watch, you can see the pocket watch.
Let me find it.
Yes. There scroll down. Yeah, here it is. Yes. So that is the vintage pocket watch that Monsieur Breguet did for a collector, and he did one with a small second and one without, and it was nicknamed the Chinoise or the Chinese because of those two little windows that looked like a smiling Chinese.
Would you be able to give it the same name today? Or would that be a bit sensitive?
Well, I'm going to be careful. Oh, we have Design It Atelier in the house. Hello, our friend. Hope that you're doing well. Good to see you. And please make something out of the Chinoise. I'm looking forward to that. So it was nicknamed back in 1740, or when this watch was created, it was nicknamed the Chinoise. So in my opinion, there is nothing wrong with it. And the recreation by Daniel Roth was a very good success. It had the same movement, just like that Réserve de Marche that we were looking on last week, which is the Piquet 71. And I hope that we will see an amazing variant of that Piquet 71 when we're talking about the GPHG watches. Do you know what I mean?
Not yet, but we will see.
We will see. Okay. So that watch was 36 millimeters. And then later on, Breguet updated it a little bit in case size, I think. Was it 38 or 39? 39 it was. Yeah, it was 39.
Yeah, 39.
That was the reference 7337, which it still is.
7337. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wait, there's a link.
And it had 3 different patterns on the guilloche dial.
Yeah.
Or
This
even
is
more.
Marco's favorite watch.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they also issued a variant with a blue dial, which is Marco's favorite. I know that.
Mm.
And now they made a little bit of a facelift and issued the same reference now. And there's that is the updated version of the 7337.
Yep.
What do we think, Swis?
There is two things. So first of all, I really like. Wait, let me, so I can zoom a bit more. I really like what they did with those little apertures. I think this looks better than how it was before.
I hate it.
I thought that before it looked a bit sad. It looks like a sad
Yeah,
face.
but this is like the original. What are you
Yeah,
talking
who
about?
cares
This
about the
just looks
fucking
like a day
original?
date. No.
Who cares about the original? You want something new. This
But the
looks
original is the
better.
OG. It's cool.
Yeah, then buy the original.
No, I don't have the money to buy a vintage Brigade pocket watch.
So yeah, I like what they did with the aperture. I'm not so big of a fan about what they did in the center here, like what they did with the logo there.
Oh,
And
that is
also,
horrible.
I don't really enjoy this raw printing on top of the hobnail. Here you can
Yes.
see, like you cannot really see it because it's only printed on the top of the spikes.
Yeah.
It's very, very special. I never saw that before, and I think I know why, because it's not so good looking.
Yeah. It's just cheap ass. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it doesn't look good, and you don't have. Sadly, you don't have as much details on the little moon face. I mean, let me
Yes.
show you this one. See, on the moon face, there is even engraving here.
Yes. On
There you can
those
see
little.
it. There is
Yeah.
hand engraving on
Yes.
the little clouds. That was super nice.
Yeah. And also the moon itself was hand
Yeah, the
engraved.
moon was
Yeah.
handmade. This one, well, this one looks too, maybe.
Yeah. Probably yes.
But yeah.
But in my opinion, they cut cost on the dial. The old
Oh yeah,
dial is so
totally.
much
And
nicer.
they had even this basket weave there.
Yeah,
Just
the chess
just
pattern. Guillochage for
three
OC.
different
Guillochage.
yes, three different guillochage
Mm.
on the exterior, the interior with the hobnail, and in the small second with this one. Here, well, you lost the center seconds, which was
Yes. Mhm.
probably the most interesting thing about this watch. So
Yeah,
it is sad. It is a bit sad.
I agree.
You know.
And those two plaques in the middle don't make it even
Yeah,
any
I don't
better.
understand. I don't
Yes.
understand those two things. It just takes all the attention off everything else, and I don't like that. This was far better in my opinion.
Yes. So, in my opinion, it is a total step back, and they cheapened it a little bit on the dial, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm not a fan. The finishing of the movement is still same.
Mm.
So there is no progress or going back there. But I don't like those date windows either because they're just looking too different to the original, and it is disrespectful. And also that blue color is a little bit pointless. Yes, you may say yes, it repeats the color in the moon phase, but I'm still not a fan. I'm sorry.
I'm okay with the blue color.
I think it's a step back.
For me, it's that small seconds. It's I don't really understand what they tried to do there. It's
Yeah.
so sad to see the other one disappear. I
Yes.
really don't get that.
Yes. That is not really Breguet style, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That is Swatch
Dude, that
style, but not Breguet.
looks huge on his hand. Holy shit.
Yeah.
What's the size? 39, you
39.
said?
39.
Wow. What about the oh, that is pricey.
Yeah,
It's
45.
45,000 euros.
It's a Breguet, man.
It's a Breguet, man.
Yeah.
But the Patek Philippe is less expensive.
That is true, yes. But second hand for the older ones, 7337, they're cheap. They're below 20. So
Really, below 20.
yes,
That might get interesting.
yes.
This.
And you have the correct apertures and the beautifully finished
The look at that small
gear
set.
charge.
You have a outer track, inner track, also made with the lathe.
Yes,
that's just really nice.
Yes, and Marco's favorite is a nice touch with the blue dial, with the white gold.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
So KB Lake says his favorite is Breguet Heritage 5480.
Let's bring
I was
that.
Googling that. That is a tonneau shape minute jumping hour. In my opinion, not one of my favorites, to be honest.
Oh,
let's see what Swis has to say.
It has a big date.
Oh, it is a big date. It is not a jumping hour. I apologize for that.
Wait, yeah, it is a big date.
Big date.
Let's get this one. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the big date. I have to say,
I'm not a fan of the tonneau Breguets. They kind of look a little bit boring.
Yeah, well, as an old man, I would thought you might like it, but what's the movement inside?
That is what I was asking myself, but I couldn't find it so quickly.
Nobody knows. Rose gold automatic. Wait, is this inside? No. Let's see what the internet has to say. Breguet. Well, let's see what the Breguet website has to say. Oh, there. Caliber 516 GG. 516 GG. What?
An old Chrono 24 ad.
Is this really? Oh. Amateur hour. Is this it? No. No. What is this?
Somebody's pulling a crank.
Look at that. Oh, I love it. Wait, so can't I see a what's the website? Watch base. Guys, watch base if you have anything you want to know about movements. Well, it's not the GG, but I guess it's really close. Self-winding movement, retrograding second subdials, yeah, whatever. So it has a classic time and date movement inside with something for the big date.
Yeah. So Danger Will Robinson says he prefers the Breguet Tradition.
Oh yeah, me too.
7597. I have to agree with him, particularly with a retrograde great date. That is amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing. I love it. But I honestly even prefer JJ's watch. Well,
which is the rose gold.
Yeah, version. And it has the retrograde seconds up there.
Yeah, actually, I like the date more, to be honest.
Yeah, but then you have this little button, and you can press, and just play with the dates.
Yeah, when I'm getting bored, when doing the show with you.
Yeah, right. When I'm talking about things you don't know about because you're too old.
So KB Lake says the 3-on-130 last week was very interesting. That is the power reserve. Thank you very much. The 3-137 was the one with the open case back with that beautiful engraved dial, engraved case. Case, no. What is wrong with me? I had two glasses
You
of
know,
champagne.
old
Yeah.
people have
Yes.
memory problems.
Yes, and yeah,
Yeah, look at the movement. Holy hell. Yeah, that
that
is.
is 31-37. Yes.
Oh, that is impressive.
Yeah, that is a perfect
Yeah.
watch almost.
This is a Blancpain movement, Frédéric Piguet, that
Frédéric Piquet
used to be in
771.
Blancpain.
Actually, that is a
Finished to the max.
that is a very interesting movement because it's also very old and it was competing with that beautiful GG Le Culte ultra slim movement that you can find in the APs
Oh, yeah.
and Nautilus. This is also a very slim construction. You can see it by the open mainspring barrel, for example.
Yes.
You can see the mainspring there because they got rid of the barrel and they have a 3/4 rotor to save space, and you can put some gears and some more stuff around the rotor. So this is a very slim movement, which is also very expensive, very sophisticated, and a very equal competitor to the GG Le Culte. What is the name of the GG Le Culte?
920.
920, yes. And Vachon named it 910, wasn't it?
They named it, I think it was 1110.
Okay.
No, 1120, or was that yeah, 1120, and AP was the 2121.
Mhm.
There it is. That's the
You know, the advantage of a decentral rotor is that you don't have so many pivots and axles in the middle, because you have to keep in mind, if you have a traditional display of time, in the middle you have a pivot for the hour hand and for the minute hand, and on the other side you have the pivot for the rotor, and you have some bearings there, and that defines the thickness of the movement.
yeah.
And that is why some companies then made a decentral rotor just to avoid that problem and have the main pivot and those bearings on a different position than on the middle of the movement. Does that make sense? Is that
Yeah.
understandable?
Yeah. Now that is what you call skeletonization.
Yes. You know,
That's
that is, I cringe about the recent skeletonized offerings that I see from Tag Heuer or other companies. This is not really skeletonization.
absolutely. So
Yeah,
that
that is
is,
beautiful.
it is the exact same movement, but still used by AP even to this day.
Yes.
Wait, no, they just discontinued it in the 16202. Now it's a new
Yes,
movement.
a new movement. Yes, and it has roller bearings. So it is
Yes.
not only a rotor; it has that additional ring. Maybe you can highlight that.
Yeah, over here you
Yes,
can see.
and that, so it's basically a ring with a weight, and that ring is stabilized by roller bearings. You can see one of those roller bearings, I think, on the top.
Can you? Well,
Right?
it's underneath the ring, wouldn't?
Yeah, but so if you want, you can, if you ever have such a movement in hands, you can see the roller bearings, the red roller bearings you can see below.
Oh, there you can see them.
Yes, yes,
Yeah, let
exactly.
me
Mhm. Yes, here
see.
it is.
It's a
Mhm.
tiny wheel. It's a little ruby wheel,
Yes,
and there is
and
four of them. One
that is to
here, one.
stabilize the ring. So basically, that is the diameter of the ring, which has then an additional weight.
Yeah.
And they've been only able to make that movement so slim because they don't have a strong bearing in the center for the rotor.
Yes.
They basically outsource the bearing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still think this is one of the my favorite movements, and
Oh, that's beautiful.
I'm
Skeletonized.
I'm so happy that I actually have it in my collection with my father's watch, who has this exact movement.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
Have
really
you ever
nice.
serviced it?
I opened it and
Okay.
I tried to get it serviced, but
Hmm.
the guys at Valjoux, they wanted $6,000
Wow.
for the service because
Mm.
it's a movement that is more than 50 years old. So
Mm.
it's not a service; it's like a restoration,
Yes.
and
Hmm.
it goes to the special uh, restoration department, and it
Mm.
gets extra care, and therefore it's extra. And probably they have to replace some pieces or two, and it gets pretty expensive just for the dial. And the dial looks fine,
Mm.
okay? Just for the dial, they wanted $3,000.
Wow. Is the dial
Yeah,
gold on your
yeah.
Varsho?
It's a simple dial made
Yeah.
out of brushed gold. No
Yeah.
indices, nothing.
Uh-huh.
Just a piece of brushed gold with a VC logo. That's it.
Well,
That
you
was
just said that you're well paid, and you always complain that I complain that I'm broke. So you should keep your mouth shut here, pay the 6,000, and be happy.
well. I will the moment it stops working, but right now it's working. So let's
You
hope it
mean
still works in 10
you mean
years.
when those ruby rollers are worn down, then
Yeah,
then it's time for a service.
yeah.
So
When
Watches
they
63 made an interesting comment. I would love to see something more sporty with that level of finishing. It exists. It
Oh,
exists.
yeah, it does.
Of course.
First thing that comes into my mind, what was it called? The Laurent Ferrier.
Yes, Grand Sport.
Yeah,
Loriot,
Grand
Ferrier Grand
Sport.
Sport.
Get it. Beautiful watch. There we go. No,
Yeah,
this
that
is
is the
the
tourbillon. That is
yeah.
okay.
Let me find the normal one. Well, let's see for the monochrome article. Horinki. There we go.
I was such a dumb ass to pass on it.
No,
I should
that's
have ordered
tourbillon.
it.
I don't
That
want
is also the
tourbillon.
tourbillon. Well, if you click on Grand Sport tourbillon, don't be surprised that you receive tourbillon then.
Wait, this is still tourbillon. But
There was
look,
a
it doesn't say
monochrome. There was a monochrome article,
there.
which yes,
There we
here we
go.
go. Oh,
There we go.
finally, that took ages.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah,
Sports watch made by Laurent Ferrier.
amazing watch.
And there you go. Look at the movement.
Yes,
Movement is incredible.
I've been in touch with a collector who ordered that, and just to piss him off, I told him I'm waiting for the same watch coming up with a rubber strap, and be 20,000 cheaper. Not sure if that really happens because it would be so stupid by Laurent Ferrier because they can't make enough of them. So why
Yeah.
cheapening it? So they'd rather should do it in white gold or yellow gold or platinum. But if they do that on a rubber strap, and I'm 100% sure it will look amazing, outstanding, I will order one. I promise you. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah, absolutely. Or we were talking about it last time, the Chapek Antarctique.
Mhm.
Most brands are now coming up with sports watches because that's what people want.
Yes. Have I told you about the plans that Chapek has?
The plans?
Yes, because the
Uh,
CEO of Chapek made an interview. So he said last year they produced.
oh yeah, they want to scale up. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to scale up. So I think last year they produced 300. This year they produce 600.
Hmm.
Next year they will make 1,200, and the following year they're planning 2,500. And the long-term goal is to make 5,000 out of them. And then there was a big outrage on the forums. Oh, they are cheapening out, and then they're ending on the gray market. I think they're preparing for that size. 5,000 watches or 2,500 watches is still the size of Lange, and I think a brand like Chapek can sell 2,500 of those Antarctique per year. no problem, or maybe it's only half, and half is the other model range. So I'm not really worried about Chapek. I'm just happy that that Chapek is finding more and more people who enjoy it.
Yeah, and most people, they tend to overthink that.
Yes.
Like, oh, my watch in 10 years is gonna lose value. Like, come on, man.
If you're worried about a watch losing value, you can't afford it.
Yeah.
It's a very arrogant statement.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but seriously, if you're really worried that a watch is losing value, you should think about buying it.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not fussed about the bracelet. Well, I gave you.
Just be like Jonathan. Wait for the rubber bracelet.
Wait for the rubber. And I've been told that the bracelet in real life looks much better than on all the pictures. And I remember that there was an interview, I think, on Revolution, where Monsieur Ferrier wore this watch, and it looked amazing on his wrist. Let me also say, Lange Odysseus also has a very high level of finishing. There is also now the new Grönefeld sports watch, which has a very high level of finishing. So it's not that
even
those watches
Romain Gauthier made a smart.
Yes,
well,
yes,
not
exactly.
That good looking, in my opinion, but Gauthier sports watch.
It has a name that I always forget.
Yeah.
Continuum.
There it is.
Actually, this is one of the few watches that I like more from the rear than from the front. I think the front is a little bit a mess.
Yeah, that's the movement. That is nice.
Yeah.
Oof. That is really nice.
Yeah. Look at those round spoked wheels. That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Circular spoke.
And look, rubber strap.
Yes, but an ugly dial. Come on.
It's not ugly. It stands out.
Yes. I think it's also a limited edition, so probably it's sold out.
Yeah. Danger says, absolutely, Chapek will not have issues selling as they present a viable option to other brands.
Yes, and an accessible option.
And
yes.
People are noticing it because until recently people did not know about them.
Do you remember the groundbreaking moment that we had with Chapek?
What was it? The groundbreaking moment
when Tim was on the New York Watch Show.
Oh yeah, and he actually was able to speak with
Xavier.
the CEO.
Yes, Xavier de Rochemont, or what his name is.
Xavier de Roquemorel.
Yeah, and I before that interview, I thought it's just a startup and a stupid idea. Yeah. And this guy won us over within 15 minutes.
With the story of the brand, yeah.
That was amazing because he didn't try to make a connection of Chapek and Patek. He said this is all nonsense. So I really loved that interview, and he was just such a different guy to the CEOs of other watch companies. It was just refreshing and mind-blowing, in my opinion.
Yeah. Not as refreshing and mind-blowing than the Beauvais team, though.
Well, different.
Yeah.
Actually, Audrey didn't say much.
She didn't have to say much. Just her presence was enough.
Yes.
But I mean, they genuinely won my heart with the Miss Audrey Sweetheart watch.
Yes, but to change the topic, I think Chapek has a very pretty PR lady as well. I think I've seen her in an interview at
Really? I never saw her.
Sometime. Yeah, we're gonna do some research and keep you updated next time.
Shall we make a stream where we rank the brands by their...
Oh, please not. No. That will be the end of the stream. I think Mr. GMT will pull his support for it. He will he will delete our passwords and our admin keys, and that will be the end of the Swis and Jon show.
Right. Right. Okay. So we have been talking now for 50 minutes. We wanted to talk about the GPHG, but
let's just talk about the ladies' entries.
Okay.
How
So
about that?
our big topic is the GPHG, but since we only have 10 minutes left, let's just talk about the ladies' pieces. Beautiful ladies' pieces, which is obviously everyone's center of attention. When we talk of watches and new innovations, I always think about, what's the new ladies' pieces?
But there are some interesting pieces.
It is very important.
And I know which watch is gonna win, because that has been my watch of the year 2021.
Yeah, I know too. To be honest, I have two candidates who might win, but I know which one is gonna win.
Okay.
First of all, there are some that I don't really understand. For example, this Parmigiani Fleurier, which is, simply
why do you have fewer watches than I have on my screen?
Mine are the nominated. Are you looking at the entries?
I'm at the competing watches I'm looking at, because there are more.
Yeah, these are the wait. Maybe you're
looking
at
you're looking at
no. Ladies. I have this, then ladies complication.
1 second. I'm sending you the link on the private chat.
What are you doing? Sending me a link?
Yes, with more watches, and there is one that I wanted to talk about, which is not on your
but it
is
over here, under the complications.
No. I wanted to talk about the Alexis Garin watch, which is not there. Can you please open the link that I just sent you via private message?
Give me 1 second. Well, too bad for you, because it's not part of the nominated watches.
It is the competing watches.
Wait, so what's the difference between the nominated and the competing?
I think competing is more further than nominated, or different.
No, isn't it the other way around?
Okay, could be, but I wanted to come back because I just made a small pointer. So Alexis Garin, can you put the first watch up? Yes.
Alexis Garin. Yeah. Let's have a look.
I'm pretty sure he's pronounced Alexis.
Well, if he is French, it's Alexis. Danse Amour, which means
love
dance. Love. Yeah.
So it features
with two peacocks.
Yeah. No, those are cranes.
Oh yeah, cranes. Yes. And what looks like a mother of pearl background.
It is probably, but what caught me is the movement, because that is the PK 71 movement. It's in such a beautiful finish.
Oh, it is actually.
With a decentral rotor.
It has a gem set rotor.
Yes, isn't that cool?
That is really cool.
Yes. So you can see that it's still the movement, but he put a lot of work into that movement, and I must say I totally love it.
Yeah, that is nice. However, I see something that is much less nice. See those gems over here?
Yes.
I think it might trigger the phobia of some people to, the people who are scared of holes.
Oh yeah. My wife is scared of that. I
that might trigger that. It looks nice. It looks painful to do, but that's something that
But that movement is
the movement is crazy good looking,
outstanding. Okay, now come back to the list that you had. I just tried to brag about that watch again.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, of course. It's interesting. We like to talk about interesting things.
Yes. Okay, so we are now talking about the nominated watches, okay? Yes.
Yes, nominated watches.
Okay.
So here is the classical ladies nominated pieces. 6 watches over here. This one I don't understand. It's basically just the men's watch, but they label it as woman. And it is not innovative. And in my opinion, GPHG is a competition who strive to reward innovation, whether it be in design or in
Technology or
movement
finishing
or
it.
in technology or in manufacture or in anything. This to me is not innovation.
But this is not the only one. So as much
Yeah.
as I like that Chopard Eagle, Alpine Eagle, for example, that is the Alpine Eagle. So probably it is the first now that they made it in rose gold with diamonds. But I don't see the spectacular innovation on it.
Me neither.
Okay. So that Chaumet with those with that ray of stars, or however you call it, is nice, but in my opinion doesn't have a chance.
I have to say I really enjoy that one.
Yeah,
I really enjoy the casework. The fact of using the case for something like this. I really also like this like dune formation on the dial.
that is
And
neat.
actually
I
you can fold the the case onto the dial.
Oh, that is cool. I haven't seen
That
that.
is really cool.
Yes,
In
yes,
my opinion.
I agree. That is cool.
See, that is some
I
new
agree.
design innovation. Well,
Yes.
it's been there for a long time, but it's something interesting.
Yeah.
Then we have a very classical Van Cleefden apples.
Yes, with the pearls all
Yeah.
over the case and the bracelet. Nice, but
Yeah, nice, but
not really my favorite.
not really innovative in my opinion. Now this, I don't know how to feel about this one. It's a bit all over the place in my opinion. Yeah, this is a bit all over the place.
Is
And
this Aventurin dial?
yes, it is. And
Okay.
it's really interesting that they basically did a gem set on the dial. Wait, here you can actually see it. See, it's on the dial itself. There is actually stones and a
And
pearl.
you know how hard that is, because the stone
Oh yeah.
has to have a certain thickness,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
you have to add the setting. So that is really difficult to make. So many people don't understand those pavé dials, for example, on Rolex day dates and the lady digests. That is really difficult, and you have to work on tens or hundreds of millimeters,
Yes.
because you need some space for the hands to move over those stones. On the background, you have this moon disc or a date disc or whatever you have below. So it is technically very challenging, a lot of work, very
Yeah.
difficult.
I just think it's a bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm not a woman, so this
Yeah.
is clearly targeted to women. Maybe we should have a woman to give us her
Yes, that would be
opinion.
great. Maybe Mrs. Dangerwood Robinson will join us
Yeah.
and give
What
her.
about Mrs. Higgins?
No, she's shy. She's shy. She
What
won't come.
about this one to scare the ladies?
Yes,
The
I'm not sure if that licking
Harley
tongue is
Quinn.
really a good idea on a lady's watch, but
Yeah, in my opinion, to me the Chaumet is definitely the coolest one, especially
no.
with
There is a cooler one. That's a cooler one.
out of these six.
Yeah, of course. Out of those six, for sure. Yes. Sven Andersen has the.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that is then ladies'
this is
complication
the
also.
only ones
Yeah.
of the ladies. You have to choose
Yes.
one of these six
Okay. Okay. Well,
because
in my
after it's
opinion,
a
then
ladies'
yeah.
complication.
Mhm. So I agree with you that Chaumet with those stars, with the flip flop stars is
Yeah,
the best.
that is so nice. This being said, I predict that the Van Cleef and Arpels is going to win just because every year it's Van Cleef and Arpels who wins.
Okay.
Either them or Piaget, but yeah,
Yes,
whatever.
but I think Van Cleef and Arpels is winning the complicated ladies
Right.
watches.
So
So mm,
let's go to the complicated
mhm.
category. Now this is way more interesting because those are boring because they have to be simple timepieces.
Yes.
Now here we have complicated timepieces. So the most boring one, in my opinion, is this one. It's basically a Audemars Piguet tourbillon. There you
Yeah.
go.
Hmm.
So
But it's a small
beautiful watch.
tourbillon.
I would love to have it.
Yeah.
37. That's banger, but it's not that innovative.
Mm. I
Uh,
agree. Also, I think that purple dial is just a little bit
oh,
cliche,
I like
isn't
it.
it?
I like it. Is
Okay.
it steel? Yeah, it's steel. Yeah, no,
Still,
it's
but
beautiful watch, but in
180,000.
my opinion, it's not
Mm.
uh worthy of innovation prize. Um, so we have. Let's start with the Anderson Genève.
Hmm.
So Anderson, well known for their world time watches. I have something that I really like on this watch. It is the centerpiece. So it is actually a guilloche technique. It looks like ripples on top of a lake or something.
Hmm.
And actually, to go with it, they did the same thing
Yeah,
on the
that is
rotor.
really cool. Hmm.
Look at that! You see Grand Seiko with their whatever. What was it? The Omarita
Mm.
Waratari.
Yeah,
Uh, it's nothing to do. Look at that. That is so much better.
and this is guilloche.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I saw it. I actually saw this watch when I was at Anderson, and
Hmm.
it's fucking beautiful, amazing, and with a beautiful gem set, light blue sapphire gem setting.
No, it's
I think it's.
aquamarine.
Oh, is it aquamarine?
Yes. Hmm.
Oh yeah, aquamarine baguette. Yeah,
Hmm.
true. Beautiful, beautiful, and it is 39. It's a bit big, but you know.
What I really like is that they toned it down with the city ring, so to get a kind of two chromatic appearance, silver and blue, and that gives a very cool appearance.
Look,
Hmm.
we finally have the opinion of a woman. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, that's. Thank you very much. Christmas is coming soon,
Yep,
honey. Yeah.
we have a very interesting chaumet called Sous le soleil creative complication. So it means under the sun. To be honest, I don't really know what it does. That one in yellow with blue cut red alligator. The hours are indicated by the central crescent diamond and the minutes by the garnets.
Can't you see
Rune.
that? I think those are fire garnets because they're
Right.
so yellow. So it's 10 past
Oh,
10.
yeah. So this is 10 past 10. Exactly.
Mhm.
Yes. Quite complicated, but quite good looking. I
Yeah,
actually
very
like that.
difficult to make. Just like I said earlier.
Yep.
Here you don't have only the gem setting, but also those different sectors have to
Yeah.
be
Look, you can
cut
see
and
the
welded
three
in. Yes. Mhm.
dimensionality
Yeah,
of the piece.
and there you can see then better the display of time.
Yeah. Very interesting. Something that you would not
And
see.
that guillochage on that yellow gold
Yes.
sector with the guillochage is also very nice, I must say.
Hmm. And
But it's a
also
little bit
the
stereotype with the red and with the white and with the pink.
yeah, but you know, what sells sells.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we
Okay.
have a
Let's
Chopard tourbillon.
Chopard
Yeah,
Tourbillon
a bit less
Imperial.
interesting. I do like it,
If you
in
see
my
the
opinion,
pattern
it's
on the dial, this is more focused on the Arab market, I would say,
yeah, yeah,
Arabian
absolutely.
market. So, But there is an interesting story I wanted to tell you about Chopin,
Oh, please.
because in the old Basel days, we always have been at Chopin, and they have amazing jewelry and all kind of stuff that you never see back again. And Mrs. Schäufele, the CEO of Chopin, she told us that she has her most wealthy clients on day one, and they buy all the amazing items that they wanted to show during the show, and those are sold and taken away on day one. So they are basically robbed by their most most
Even
wealthy
during the
clients.
show, then they have nothing to show left.
Exactly. And I was asking that because she said, yeah, we had this and that on day one, but it has been sold already, and we have this and that has been sold, because you're always asking, can you show it to me? And she said, no, no, it has been sold. So they really have the problem. They're wealthy. I think their wealthy clients also don't want those items then to be displayed.
Yeah,
This own and possess that Archie is talking about. They want to own and to possess, and nobody else has a chance to look at them. And I think that is also a factor, or that was a factor with Chopin. So
uh-huh.
don't underestimate Chopin and their wealthy clients. They're capable of doing amazing stuff, amazing watches and jewelry, and most of it you don't have a chance to see unless you're in hour one or two of such a show, and then they're gone.
Exactly. Then we have this Hermes that was presented during what's it called? Watches and Wonders. I actually really like this one. So it is a world time, and the little um, subdial here actually
Mhm.
revolves all around the world.
It moves a little bit, yes.
Yeah. Then I'm not really sure because it's Hermes, so it has to do with horses. So they have those éthologie, équine, dressage,
Dressage, yes.
cavalier. Yeah.
Yeah.
There are like some horse mantras
Mm.
written all over it.
And I can't get over those lugs. I
Yeah, me too. Me too.
they are so,
The asymmetrical lugs
yes.
like this.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan. I am not a big fan. They call it the grand arceau, but I think the complication itself is really cool.
Mm. Okay, let's move on to
And
the
it's
winner.
actually priced correctly at
Yeah.
20,000, in my opinion.
Yeah, but
Okay, now the most interesting one, and probably the one that's gonna win. Van Cleef & Arpels Heure Florale Cerisier. Now,
I
if
think,
anyone in the chat wants to guess how to tell the time, good luck. Oh, actually, wait, they are smart enough
yes,
to link
I
to a
think we
video.
have to show the video, because it's just, guys, you're in for a treat if you haven't seen that. That is just amazing.
So actually, you can see those flower petals. They are all mechanically
Linked or
linked to the
operated.
movement. Look at that.
Yes.
Oh my god. Now this is what you call a complication. And every hour, the
So at the end
dial.
of the hour, all the flowers are
Yes.
closing. And at the beginning of the new hour, the number of hours is displayed by open
Tac.
flowers.
Yeah. And the number of open flowers is, the hour of the day.
Yes. And the minute display you've just seen.
Now this is well worthy of a
Yeah.
innovation prize. That
I
is
think that is the
fucking
watch of the
amazing.
year. That is so crazy, so amazing, so romantic, just beautiful.
Yeah. Just look at look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
yeah.
how complicated everything
Yes.
is.
Well, every single flower has to be
Has
controlled and
Yeah,
operated.
every single flower has 5 petals.
Yeah, and
There's
it's
12
not,
of them.
and it's not that they're opening one flower and the next hour they're just opening that flower and another flower. The pattern changes.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
have
and
12
then it
different
reveals
images.
some have diamonds inside, some
Yeah,
have other precious stones. It's really good.
yeah.
That is actually really, really good.
Just remember what I said about being cliche with red, white, and rose.
Yeah.
I'm a hypocrite, and I totally love that watch. Of course, it's a woman's watch, but it's such a cool watch. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Only problem, it's $250,000. So
It's no problem. You're living in Geneva. Come on.
yeah, but I couldn't see it. They
Yeah,
didn't
sure.
show it during the Watches and Wonders. So
That is really a pity. I've been in Monaco and I went to the Van Cleef and Arpels boutique. Hope
they
to
had
see
it.
one, but no, they
They
didn't
did.
have it. Yeah, but it's worth a try. I think in Paris you have the best of luck to see that.
Yeah, true.
Okay. So we had now ladies and ladies complications. I think we will continue with the men's watches on the next Swis Jon show. What do you think, Swis?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Should we open the panel or should we close the
We
show
can open
down?
the panel if anyone wants to, or if anyone has a specific question about whatever.
Yep.
Any watch-related question, non-watch related question, don't hesitate to.
We just posted
post it
the
in
link.
the chat.
Yes, so don't be shy and just hop on.
Your friend Mike saying that's dope. True.
Yes, it is. It is.
It is very dope.
And it's always interesting who are the masterminds behind that. Because I think on Hodinkee there was just on Monochrome there was just an interview of a guy who used to make all those complications with Cartier, and he's now running his own company. I forgot the name, but somehow the geniuses after that come up sooner or later with their own companies. I'm talking about Remy Maillard, who is the man behind Crayon watches.
Ooh.
And he used to work for Cartier for the complicated atelier. So yes, and I'm pretty sure the guy who designed that will become famous one day. I hope so. And it's well deserved, in my opinion.
Yes. All right. So we have been going for 1 hour and 14 minutes. I think it is time to wrap the show. Wrap it up. So I hope everyone in the chat had a very, very pleasant show with us.
Please upvote.
Yes, please upvote, subscribe.
I would like to say a shout out to the sneaky bitch Perth Luxury, who wanted to make a show this week, but postponed it to next week because of the passing of the Queen. Very kind gesture, and I hope, Perth, that you're having a show next week, and I hope to be on. Also, best regards to Mr. GMT, who is the sponsor of our little baby show.
Absolutely.
I've been in touch with him twice last week. He's doing a little bit better, has a little bit less work. Mr. GMT, if you're listening to this, you're always welcome to the show with all your swearing and screaming. That is everything that I have to say from here.
Yeah. So until next time, everyone, have a good week. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Run the trailer.
Come and get it! 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 You won't regret it in 2022 at Tip Top Snack